think that the community should care about homelessness because our futures are all bound up together. In the end, any environment that has, more and more and more homeless people, it becomes less desirable for everybody else living there. Nobody wants to live in a place where you're constantly, bombarded by people asking you for money or whatever. On the other hand, those people don't want to be doing that, by and large. People want to be housed, they want to be productive, they want to be, living a life that doesn't involve, pandering to the passing public asking for dimes. So I think that definitely realizing that by making somebody else's life better, we actually make our own lives better is really important. The other thing, I think the reason that we should care about it is that everybody who is homeless is somebody else's relative. And of course, everybody thinks, again, it can't happen to me, it can't happen to anybody that I love. But I'm here to tell you that everyone knows someone who has been homeless, they just don't know it. I think the other reason that people should care about homelessness is that homelessness costs taxpayers. It costs a lot of money to keep people homeless. We talked about the $1 Million Man in Denver. It costs the city of Denver $1 million through jail, hospital, police, whatever else to keep this man on the street. Where if we demanded better, more intentional services at the beginning of an episode of homelessness, we could avert that, and we could stop paying for people to go nowhere. We could start being part of the solution. Typically, when people, we send about 80% of our residents to permanent housing. At La Brea, they send around 95%. Our folks have, some other complicating issues, but if people can get into housing, they will fight tooth and nail to keep it. But like we talked about earlier, it's easy to become homeless and it is hard to get out of it. If we can get people into housing, give them money, care enough to use our taxpayer dollars wisely, we can improve people's quality of life by keeping them off the street. We can improve our own quality of life because then we'll have extra tax dollars to use other places and for other things that are also important to the life of our community.